Okay. My doctor says, Kira, you need to stop drinking because your heart is gonna give out.
I said in moderation.
Well, I tell him I only have 1 to 2 drinks a week.
Come on now, get a sip. Talking about shelf turds. Talking about shelf turds. Talking about shelf turds. And get yourself a glass. Shelf turds.
My name is David, this is Kira, and welcome to Shelf Turds. And today we're talking about the health benefits of whiskey. Kira, did you know that there are actually health benefits to drinking whiskey?
No, that's a lie that whiskey distillers tell people.
I spent 3 to 4 minutes preparing for this video, and none of the hard-hitting evidence that I've collected has actually come from a distillery. Does that shock you?
No, because they can make their own websites. Anybody can make a website.
One of the websites was called webmd.com.
Every time I go to WebMD and I type in my symptoms, it tells me I'm dying and I need to go to the hospital.
Another one of the websites that this comes from, another one of the entities that these facts come from, is a little place called Cambridge University. Are you saying that Cambridge University has been compromised by American whiskey?
Are you saying Cambridge University? It's Cambridge.
Are you sure it's Cambridge?
Cambridge University.
How do you know
Cambridge.
That's pronounced Cambridge.
I don't think that's correct.
Here, watch this. Pronounced Cambridge.
That's pronounced Cambridge.
That's pronounced Cambridge.
Wait, you try it.
Do you see how I freaking hate this? This is why I hate doing things. No, I'm irritated that you had to spend 10 minutes to tell me it was pronounced Cambridge.
You started this.
That's because you sounded dumb. And apparently you sound correct. And it irritates me. Freaking better step up my game about my Cambridge. Cambridge.
How do you pronounce?
Freaking, what is this barrel finished out of? I don't give no craps.
We all know that back in the day, whiskey was considered medicinal. You see doctors prescribing it, you would see it used as a disinfectant. A study published in the Annals of Microbiology. Or do you
Sure it's
want to
not anals? It's Cambridge Annals.
Cambridge.
Friggin' so irritated right now. That was called Cambridge. That's so friggin' stupid. Go ahead.
It's almost like you got something stuck right up your annals.
That's the dumbest joke I've ever heard in my life.
A study published by the Annals of Microbiology gave credence to the ancient practice of giving whiskey as an antiseptic and for some of its medicinal qualities. And what they did is they actually looked at what can it do to kill different types of bacteria. So they did a study when they looked at ice cubes or ice whatever in a restaurant. On the ice at a restaurant, there's upwards of 31 different types of bacteria. So the researchers took the ice cubes that had 31 different types of bacteria on it, and they watched how it interacted when they took 1 cube and put it in wine, and 1 cube and they put it in vodka, and 1 cube and they put it in whatever else. And what they found is the only liquid that they tested that actually killed all of the bacteria was whiskey.
So how come whiskey doesn't kill COVID? False study.
Anyway, as far back as the 16th century, there's documentation that whiskey could be used to slow the effects of aging, cut phlegm, help your digestive system, cures dropsy, it could heal from strangulation, it keeps and preserves the head from whirling, it can stop the tongue from lisping, it can keep the stomach from becoming wobbly, keep guts from rumbling, hands from shivering, and bones from aching.
No, all of those things happen to me when I drink whiskey.
Not according to people who wrote stuff in the 16th century. They would say, you're wrong.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, you know what I heard? That whiskey can cure that.
Whiskey can suck my dick.
Interesting. Hard-hitting fact number 1, when consumed in moderation, whiskey is heart healthy.
Wrong. So so wrong.
Whiskey is full of antioxidants and increases phenol levels, decreasing the risk of coronary heart disease.
Okay. My doctor says, Kira, you need to stop drinking because your heart is gonna give out.
I said in moderation.
Well, I tell him I only have 1 to 2 drinks a week.
According to a distillery-owned website called WebMD.com, whiskey has high levels of polyphenols, plant-based oxidants linked.
Wait, polyphenols. He said polyphenols.
I don't know. These are big words. I don't know how to read them.
Polyphenols, okay?
Whiskey has high levels of Cambridge University. Plant-based oxidants linked with the lowering of your risk of heart disease. These polyphenols in whiskey have been shown to decrease bad cholesterol, LDL, and increase good cholesterol, HDL, and reduce triglycerides and or the fat in your blood.
No, my blood results are dangerously high, and this
Hold
is
on,
not
are you
helping.
trying to blame whiskey for your addiction to mozzarella sticks?
They're cheese. It's dairy, okay? It comes straight from the cow. It's nature.
The Beam Suntory-owned website, WebMD.com, continues and says bad cholesterol and triglycerides can clog your arteries, while good cholesterol helps to keep them clear. Maintaining healthy levels can prevent heart disease and stroke.
I wish that was true.
I'm pretty sure it is. Fact number 2 about whiskey being healthy for you. People who drink moderately actually have a higher life expectancy than those who don't, and those who drink heavily. Right there is a sweet spot in that moderate spot.
I know some people who are just heavy drinkers, and they're pretty old.
According to Cambridge University, moderate drinking had no ill effect in terms of death rate, and they had 20% fewer heart attacks.
What is moderate? Does that seriously mean like once a year?
Like 1 or 2 drinks a day.
That is not moderate.
Like 1 ounce, like 1.5 ounce to 2 ounce drinks. Totally.
No way, Dave. That's way too much.
2010 study released by the Research Society on Alcoholism found that middle-aged and older adult moderate drinkers had a lower overall mortality rate than heavy drinkers or even non-drinkers. And that is actually called the Research Society of Alcoholism. You think that they'd be against drinking, but they said no. Moderate consumption of alcohol actually helps you to live longer than if you don't or if you abuse it. In September of 2018, Great Britain's own Grace Jones turned 112 years old. When NPR spoke with her and asked what attributed to her long life, her answer was a decades-long practice of having a glass of single malt whiskey every night. 112.
Well, listen to this. Tesla, didn't he also believe that drinking a glass of wine was the fountain to youth and he friggin' died?
Well, there is no such thing as not dying. That's not what this is about.
Well, there has to be something else going on with their body. It can't be like, I attribute to whiskey.
Well, that's what I'm saying with you and your doctor. When your doctor says, hey, your arteries are clogged, you can't blame the whiskey. You gotta blame the taquitos and the mott sticks and the cheese curds.
Those are all natural. I don't understand.
From the 7 or 8 minutes of research that I did, they said whiskey was good for weight loss.
What?
Whiskey is lower in calories than beer or wine. It actually, 1 serving of whiskey, like 1.5 ounces or 2 ounces of whiskey, as compared to like a big old drink of beer, is like 70% lower in calories.
When you drink enough wine, you're gonna want to eat something. Also, maybe your stomach lining is gonna freaking blow up because all the whiskey antiseptics just all in it with no macaroni and cheese bites to soak it all up.
I'm just realizing now that I forgot to hit record on that, so the only audio we're gonna have is straight from the camera without an actual mic. So it's not gonna sound great, but I think it's a pretty good take so far. Whiskey health fact number 4.
Forgetfulness. I'll forget to turn on the freaking mics. Which mic am I talking to?
The built-in one on the camera.
Oh my god, this is gonna freaking suck, David.
Whiskey health fact number 4. Whiskey can be used to fight type 2 diabetes.
That is, no. I think if you have type 2 diabetes, you should not be drinking.
Moderate drinkers have a lower risk of diabetes than those who drink none at all or those who are heavy drinkers. It reduces the risk of diabetes by 40% for women and 13% for men. Whiskey, health fact, medically accurate, I might be a doctor, number 5 is that whiskey is good at preventing blood clotting. The health fact number 6 for what's going to become a Patreon-only video.
And they're gonna be like, this is the shittiest Patreon video. I'll say sorry about it because David doesn't know how to turn on his freaking microphones, or 2 of them, here and here. And he said, guess what, I'm not gonna do it.
Health fact, medically accurate, I may be a doctor, number 6 is there's some evidence that whiskey lowers the risk of dementia.
We can clearly see it does not.
A German study found a 60% decrease in the risk of dementia as compared to those who do not drink at all.
All right, well, this is also coming from Germany. And they have the scariest words. They're wearing Hosergloggens, or whatever the freak it's called. Eating sausages.
I am lucky to be married to somebody who knows so much about everything.
I know about everything, so.
You are so brilliant. You're so brilliant that you know how to close the show. Kira, close this show!
That is 6 health facts that are completely made up and they are not true.
Proceed with caution.
Yes, because it's not going to help you from dementia. It's probably going to cause your dementia, and it's not going to lose your weight. Nothing can help that.
Do you know what I just realized?
What?
Is if I forgot to hit record on the camera too.
You're joking. Did you seriously?
Take a look.
I don't know what to look for. Did you seriously forget to hit?
Yeah, it's not recording.
I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. Babe! We could be doing other things! Are you not recording?
Today, we were talking about the health benefits of whiskey.
Health benefits? That's not what my doctor says.
They have weird sex too. Don't they have that sex where during the sex they also poop on each other?
German old people, because they can't control themselves, and they're just pooping everywhere.
Every now and then, me being correct on something would actually benefit you.
No, it doesn't.
Like the job that I have, or creating shelf turds.
David.
No? None of those provide any benefits to you?
No! Because, you get me drunk all the time, and that's not the way to live.
There are literally thousands of women in unhappy marriages right now, wishing they had your problems.
They don't even know the half of it.